cast of characters like you have in Cleveland, even though there are some holdovers, but the big names are all different. You're going to have a maybe a slow start. Especially, let's not forget, David Blatt, I'm sure will prove to be a fine coach, but he's never coached in the NBA before. He's never coached in the United States before.
Yeah.
So,
and then he's thrown 2 of the top 5 players in the league on their first year playing together on the same team.
Yeah, it's it will take time. It will take time. And
I think that's why I have such a negative outlook on the Knicks, because they've been playing together. I know it's a new offense. They just got it last year with the whole triangle thing. Well, it was the end of last year. But I know it's a new offense they're trying to learn and a new coach. But the players themselves have been playing together long enough where there should still be some chemistry. And I just don't see that at all. And that's what concerns me about them.
Well, again,
because for the most part, that team has been – I mean, it was a huge – they've had some major losses on that roster. But, you have the core being Stoudemire, Carmelo, and J.R. Smith, even though I hate his guts. You have all of them – they should be able to play together, but it just proves that when you have 2 players so similar in J.R. Smith and Carmelo, it's going to be really tough to get them to work as one unit.
Yeah, and it's November, though. You know what I mean? There's this basketball is absolutely meaningless. I said while you were in internet oblivion that the NBA regular season, the accepted date for when it really starts is Christmas Day, but I'll say it's even later than that.
I'd say after the All-Star break.
Yeah, that's it. I said right around the end of January, as you're approaching the All-Star break, people start looking around the standings, I think, a little bit. And then April, you get your race to fill out your middle and last seeds, and then playoff basketball is fantastic. But of the first few months are just gut-wrenching.
Yeah, they really do drag.
Yeah, just because you get starts like the 2-6 Knicks, they're not going to be that. They will not be. I'll guarantee they won't have this winning percentage in April. They're at 2-6 puts them at 250. They're not going to be a 250 win team.
Well, now here's the question: do you think if they continue on and have a horrible season, and Carmelo still underperforms, do you think they get rid of Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, right now I think they're ranked. I clicked off the screen. I think they're ranked like 6th in the league in assists. So the ball is moving. They just got to hit shots.
It is.
They got to hit shots.
Because I mean, you can still at this point in his career, you can still get a lot for Carmelo from some team.
Oh,
like they'd be able to get a ton if being trade. Some draft picks, some nice support players. Maybe even a middle-of-the-road superstar along with a draft pick. They can get quite a bit for him.
Yeah, but the price would be too high. What the Knicks would ask in return would be way too high.
Could be.
For somebody that can score with the volume of Melo, like I'm looking at teams that could use a 3 right now. So my eyes immediately fall on Indiana. Because Paul George is hurt. They would never do anything like this.
No, Bird would never bring Carmelo to that team.
Yeah, no, it just wouldn't happen.
He's everything against what Bird believes in.
And plus, you wouldn't give up on Paul George like that. Because then you'd be pretty much be guaranteeing Paul George move to a 2-guard, which isn't out of the realm of bad. You know what I mean? It's not. Probably wouldn't be the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah.
But he just settles in. But if you look at, they'd have to give up probably Roy Hibbert. It would be a mess. It would be a mess to figure out. That contract makes him untradeable. So I don't know. The Knicks fans, get used to Carmelo because he's not going anywhere.
No, he is not.
He is your guy.
It's a nightmare you'll never wake up from.
Groundhog Day.
Oh my God. They say our love won't pay the rent.
Yeah, right.
Not that song again.
Looking at the Knicks, which players are under contract for next year? Carmelo, Calderon, J.R. Smith, who has got a player option for next year, a $6 million player option, by the way. Pablo Prigioni, Shane Larkin, Tim Hardaway, and Cleanthony Early. Those are the only players under contract for next year. So it's almost like, I hate to say it because I don't mean tanking, but it's almost like this season's a throwaway. Till they can get Amari's $23 million off the books, Andrea Bargnani's $11 million off the books.
Oh my God, I still can't believe Stoudemire's getting $23 million.
Yeah, it's bad.
And how many really good players have gone to the Knicks and their career has just gone to garbage?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because Marbury went through a time where he was really good with the Timberwolves, and then he went up and down in his career. Was New York when he had a renaissance, or was he?
No.
Or did he just suck the whole time?
I think he played decent his first season, but then after that he just started going downhill. But wasn't that during the Isaiah Thomas years?
It might have been. Oh my God!
I know those were horrible. I think people forget about how bad that was. I mean, that was a horrible, horrible relationship.
I got to look up Stephon Marbury. I just do. I forgot he ended his career as a Celtic.
Mm-hmm. That was sad times. I know he ended his career as a Celtic. Bill Walton ended his career as a Celtic. Shaquille O'Neal ended his career as a Celtic. I mean, you think about some of these major names that when the Celtics were going through the New York Yankees stage of their lives, and bringing aboard all of these decrepit, over the hill players to try to do something. And they just ended their careers.
Marbury's he played for 5 teams: the Knicks, the Suns, the Nets, the Timberwolves, and the Celtics. The team that he had the highest player efficiency rating on was his 3 seasons with the Nets. Go figure.
Oh, weird.
And then the Suns, and then the Knicks, and then the Timberwolves. So,
well, I could see that. I mean, that was the beginning of his career. He was still trying to figure things out.
God, Minnesota basketball fans should never forgive him.
No.
Never.
They could have had such a great dynasty if him and Garnett stayed on the same team.
Oh, my God.
Just to see what Garnett did with that team by himself, pretty much.
Garnett took them to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers by himself.
Yeah. By himself.
Pretty much. Yeah, that is a sports grudge that should never be let go by Minnesota basketball fans.
And I'll be honest, I think that time at Minnesota is what will put Kevin Garnett in the Hall of Fame. Because he played great with the Celtics, but that time in Minnesota where he led that team by himself for years and was the only success they had, and like you said, brought them to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, that alone, I know he only has 1 title, but I mean, my God.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. It's on par with what LeBron did with Cleveland when he was there the first time. No,
I totally agree. Totally agree. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk more hoops because we haven't even touched the Western Conference yet.
I know. I like this. I like this basketball talk. It's been a while.
And we'll talk a little bit about some Major League Baseball news that came out today. You're listening to 87 Sports Fans live on Late Night Sports Radio.
Second to keep breathing in the moment before it's gone. You never know when others lost until you find just what it costs to be wrong. I wonder if you think of me passing by, you think you see me coming. I wonder if you pull me in, kiss me just one time again. Lost or found, tired, falling fast asleep, and as they dream of ghosts of beats filled with desire. The trance of life is all around, a chance to take is always found. Oh, writing on the lullabies, I'm alone in every life. Oh, in the final hours of night, do you remember? Lost or found, love lying by your side. In the final hours of night, do you remember? Lost or found, love lying by your side. Take another second to keep breathing in the moment before it's gone. Never know when love is lost until you find just what it costs to be wrong. I wonder if you think of me passing by, you think you see me come. I wonder if you pull me in, kiss me just one time again. The final hours of night, do you remember? Lost or found, love lying by your side. In the final hours of night, do you remember? Lost or found, love lying by your side. In the final hours of night, do you remember? Hours of night, do you remember? Lost or found, love lying by your side. In the final hours of night, do you remember? Lost or found, love lying by your side. Baby, you're a mystery, tell me what's a girl gotta do? Looking at the history doesn't seem to give any clue. Just when I think I understand it all, you seem to unravel some more. Ooh, I never know nobody like you. Ooh, I never know. Yeah, you keep me guessing on confessing now, well, baby, it's true. I never know nobody like you. Baby, you're an enigma. Baby, you're a riddle, I'm caught up in the middle of you. I'm trying to think bigger, but I can't seem to figure it through. I wanna make it better, but now I'm scared of looking a fool. Oh, baby, no, I've never been very good at playing it cool. Just when